They don't see shit. This isn't the first time and won't be the last.
You just ruined the intro. Thank you for checking out Graded Point Live. Once again, we are live. Yay.
Wow, don't sound too enthused, man.
Well, you know, y'all ruined it for me already.
I didn't do shit.
You showed up late.
Oh, what? 2 minutes. Give me a break.
Yeah. You showed
We're
up
like
late.
his fucking retarded children.
No, okay, now we're banned from YouTube.
Oh, we're off to a great start on our second episode, aren't we?
Yeah, you know, Piper's, you know, threatening violence against her child. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Mom of the year right there.
Yeah, that's what's going on. But anyway, yes, welcome everybody to Graded Point 5. I am your host. Tonight we have a couple more people with us. Piper, like I said, she's taking care of some mom things.
I came back just in time.
She came back just in time.
Apparently.
Okay, yeah. And well, I want to say first, I got something for you. If you're watching this stream, I have something for you. Give me just a second.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. Happy birthday.
What?
It'll show up in a second.
Okay.
If you're watching this stream.
Aw, that's cute.
Yeah. Daryl he cut out a piece, but
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
And you don't want to know where the rest of it was.
You are a disgusting human being.
You're just now figuring this out, Wayne?
Yeah.
Oh, no. You're just telling me again.
Right.
Just reminding me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And we have our.
I do need the reminder.
Yeah, and like I said, y'all heard from Daryl, so because he ruined the intro.
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah, I said everybody be quiet for a minute, and Daryl, I needed.
I didn't hear you. I don't listen.
And then he goes, "Yeah, fuck them people." Those people.
Listen to Wayne. Yeah. Listen to Wayne acting like I ever listened.
That's awesome.
This is true. And we
Oh, y'all really should have opened it when I was just talking to the fucking kid. I had to mute my phone. He's been calling.
I
told him
kind of funny. Yeah, we probably should have. In all honesty.
I did record that, man. I'm calling CPS later.
Oh Jesus.
No, nah.
And then we have got us an old friend here, Jordan. He's back on the Webernetties.
Hello.
The parole board let him back on the internet after that conviction. So
Is that what happened?
Hey, now.
The internet police came and got you.
Yeah, they sent me to the gulag, and then they're like, okay, he's a minority though, so we'll let him back.
No. Now we have a woman and a minority. We're doing good now. Yeah. See.
Oh shit.
We're more
progress.
Multicultural than Marvel. Let's go.
Yeah.
And then we have our friend Cab, who woke up in time to join us.
howdy.
And just for you, okay. I thought about this. I said if it ends up just being me, Daryl, and Cab, which I'm glad that Piper and Jordan are here, but I made a little something for us, just for the three of us.
Oh no!
If you check out the stream, it'll load up in a second. Cab, you especially need to see this.
I don't. Well, okay. Give me the. I don't know how to check the stream.
For
out.
God's sake.
I don't know. I'm in the hangout. That's all I know.
I made it here. So, do you see it, Daryl?
Yep.
And I saw it too. It's fucking great.
All right, I'll send it. Here you go, Cab. I'll send it to you on Discord.
I didn't think that anybody could boomer this shit up worse than Wayne was.
This is exactly why I did it.
Oh man, that feel.
Wait for Cab's reaction because it's gonna be good. He's gonna like it.
Oh yeah. We need some fucking offspring.
Yeah.
That feel when your tombstone has its greatest, your greatest accomplishment. This, Wayne. It's just
so I can
this.
say this is officially Graded Point 5's first comic. Okay, I'm gonna spell this out. The guy without a shirt, that's Cab, right?
All
right. I'm the guy with the shirt that says "Gone Fishing," and Daryl's the one in the wheelchair. The reason, Daryl, why you're in the wheelchair is because you're a month older than me. So, and the talk bubble
Lord.
is, it's Cab regaling his stories of him dabbing on his son. While he was
So,
sleeping.
all right. So in this context, I would be the young gun with a quick fuse.
Yes.
And I'm the man like 6 years past retirement.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. You smoked too much during your life. That's why you're on oxygen.
Yeah,
But we're still smoking. You see that? Like,
Oh man, no! You should have put a cigarette in my hand just to get through how fucking retarded. Oh, can I say that?
no, you can't.
Oh no, you can't. Oh, screwed you guys.
You get banned off Twitter. Yeah, let's talk about that. Piper.
Sorry.
Piper got banned off the not banned. Got gulagged off Twitter today.
And then the gulag got worse though, so I'm
Yeah,
wondering.
somehow
if
the gulag has gotten worse.
That's what happened to me. Like I had
it
a
stopped
12-hour
working. It won't even let me look at my Twitter now.
Yeah, they give me a 12-hour lock and then they won't give me the fucking email so I can do it. It's like, oh, okay.
Sounds like
I
Twitter.
I think Twitter's new thing now is like soft banning people.
Yeah, it's Gulag is now broken and it's even worse. But I had to give it my phone number just to do the appeal. I'm not taking that tweet down.
Well,
They're gonna have to fight me. Cause
well, you know what? You know that happened to James Woods, right? He got they told him he had to take a tweet down. He said, "I'm not doing it." Right?
Mhm.
He refused to do
Yeah,
it.
like a month later, they finally just deleted it because they got sick of people fucking with him. And they gave him his account back. It's funny.
dude, I'm not fucking.
I wish I was
my
James
bad.
Woods, is what I'm saying.
James Woods is some shit.
I'm already
You see what
like
he did
messing
a
this
week
up with
back,
bad
man?
words. I've had a day though, but
That motherfucker like tried to hunt down that guy who was threatening suicide, the vet, and like I don't know if they ended up finding the guy, but like James Woods was like, "We better find this motherfucker," and then people look for him.
As James Woods says, do it. It's like, all right, yeah, okay, now we need to get involved.
Yeah.
no, here's what's so dumb about mine though.
Yeah.
Is they're protecting a fake conservative, but still they're protecting a conservative from me saying that because it's got like a dude's head on a chick's body.
Bill Crystal?
Right? Which honestly, I think everybody that it reported were comments pointing out how it looks like a chick's body with a dude's head on it. Super ultra like fake. I'm so conservative. I'm the stereotype. It's so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And all I did was go, it's not even smart enough for the I was only pretending to be retarded.
Right.
After
And-
saying that it had a butterface, which is it's half of a compliment. So
Oh Jesus!
I
Your
mean,
Your body's sexy, man, but that face.
yeah,
whoo.
butterface. So I mean, that was half of a compliment, man. But
Or half an insult, depending on how you look at it.
true. But I like how it was in all of its replies going, they're triggered, they're triggered. Now I'm sitting here going, well, this thing was so fucking triggered that it bypassed blocking completely and reported that I was trying to threaten violence.
You should have been threatening violence there, Chief. That's
Yeah. And I guess Twitter believed it. I don't know how the fuck Twitter works anymore.
I can't wait till Twitter loses its safe harbor exception.
And but yeah, apparently calling something a butterface and saying that it's not even smart enough for the I was just pretending to be retarded is a threat of violence against a person or group of people.
Sounds about right.
Are you sure you're gulagged at this point and not just like needing to clear?
Like I've been gulagged one time because I called a friend of ours, who's from Germany and knows I was joking, specifically to him because he called me. He called me something,
right?
And I said, "Get your goose stepping ass out of here."
And
and I got
Really?
gulagged for it.
He called you a boomer.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. I got suspended for fucking making cancer jokes with Dick. Like,
Mister, I have nut cancer. You got suspended for making it.
Our friend
Yeah,
of ours, he actually did have testicular cancer, and we made he was fine with it. We made jokes about it.
Right.
He was like, "Yeah, I have one ball. That's it."
He took pictures of his nut that got taken out.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
what-
I got pictures.
And
of
we-
it.
and we photoshopped a certain bald man onto it.
Yeah. Like I said, I got those pictures. We can show them sometime.
Yeah.
Maybe not on here. But no, yeah, okay. So yeah, let's get down to brass tacks. Let's talk about comics or what's going on in comics. Anybody's keeping up? Like I said, last night we talked about our boy Zach, Diversity in Comics. You know, he got 2 copyright strikes over the Thanksgiving holiday because, as we said last night, these people have nothing better to do because they don't have family, they don't have friends, you know, to hang out with. They just they troll through somebody's YouTube channel to try to get them copyright strike and taken off the internet.
Right.
Yep.
You know,
They probably can't even cook either. Let's be real.
yeah, you're probably right. Let's be honest.
Well,
They're
dude, one
surrounded
of them
by
was
cats.
Mags, and it's been years since he put on a wig, and he still can't put lipstick on right. So,
Here we go. Please don't. Do that. I'm gonna start being like Sakurai now. Please don't ask for this.
Oh, apparently we let the boomer talk too much.
Which boomer are you talking about? Because there's 3 of
Kaya
them.
says I got yeeted for saying we should gas the furries and still stand by it, to be honest.
Yeah, furries are a little bit different. You know, yeah, I think you could. You know.
Hey, furries are a good source of income. Leave them alone.
This is
Yeah.
true. This is true. I forgot about that. It puts meat on the table.
They are degenerate people, but it's okay.
They can pay good
Yeah.
shekels if you're willing to draw their weird ass fetishes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But so yeah, back to the topic. Oh man, that's the stream.
That's it. We're done.
Well, that was the
Good night,
that was
everybody.
pretty good. So there was a situation where, actually, I've got the wrong screen up. We'll put that one up. There we go.
Make sure you hide your porn, dude. Don't.
Oh yeah.
yeah, you will definitely get your screen taken.
Also,
Yeah,
don't
what
put
do
those
you-
messages up I posted one time.
Did it happen to you there?
I've actually taken pictures
Yeah.
where I've had like weird gay porn tabs all over the top of the thing and no one noticed.
Well, I think at this point everybody just kind of expects it.
Maybe.
No,
was
if
gonna
it's in the
say-
tab, it's fine. Don't click on the tab. Then you'll get the stream taken down.
Yes.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry, Rex.
Oh no.
Okay, so the point fact: in the span of a day, Zach had 2 copyright strikes against him. As of yesterday, they both got removed because
They're bullshit.
the way he explained it last night on Ethan Van Sciver's stream was that he said, you know, when he appealed it, they said, well, there's, you know, they basically said at first they said we're not going to, you know, remove the strikes, and then he says, when he sent back his response, he says, I am disputing this strike to the point that I will seek legal action. And the next thing you know, both strikes got removed.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I can tell you why. Because the people that put strikes on them have no fucking money at all. So
That's true, but also they can't. You can't really copyright strike a critique.
Yeah.
no, yeah, legally shaky ground, but and also they have no they cannot fight it. Marvel's not going to go to bat for these people
Or DC.
I-
or DC,
Yeah.
and especially Marvel though.
Mhm.
And
Well, in this case,
Max
was it
is
even a
living
Marvel
in a
comic?
studio apartment by themselves, probably. So
No, but guess who Kwanzaa happens to work for right now?
Huh.
Mark Wade.
Oh,
So-
do you mean work for in the sense that he's going and fucking? God damn it,
No,
Kev.
he actually is doing. You know, he's actually working for him as a quote artist, writer. I don't know what does Kwanzaa even do.
He's say racist things on Twitter.
I know
yeah, I
that,
think
but
Kwanzaa is just like a professional black guy at this point.
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
so he's another Tariq Nasheed, is what you're saying.
Pretty much.
Okay. Has he
Yeah.
ever done a rap video called "Wash Your Ass"?
I would commission that. Kwanzaa, wash your ass part 2.
Good lord.
I just can't take anybody seriously who's named after a fucking made up holiday. So
No, that's Kwanzaa. Let's have a
right.
Let's let's have a little bit better respect for.
I mean, let's be honest. All holidays are made up.
All words are made up.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Fuck
Yeah.
you guys.
You know.
You should have rolled with it. Why are you guys such?
No, look,
fucking-
okay, look. We can make fun of Kwanzaa all you want, but the fact that we can get together and have the traditional African dishes of fried chicken and watermelon.
Oh God, we're done.
What do you mean
We're
I'm
done.
done? I'm telling
Wow.
the truth.
No, hold on. I can
I
save
no
it.
longer feel bad about anything that comes out
Yeah,
of my
I-
mouth on
look, it's okay to
Dude,
say.
I was such a racist. I mean,
You got half a black person here. It's fine.
Yeah, but here, watch this. Jordan, am I wrong?
No, you're not.
See?
But you forgot the most important food stuff of the traditional Kwanzaa Day night fucking dinner.
Is that what it is?
Yes, indeed. Collard greens.
Collard green.
And
Yeah,
every night's Kwanzaa at my house.
it is portrayed as a quote African holiday, but it has nothing to do with Africa.
But to bring us back on topic,
Back
Wayne,
to Kwanzaa and Mags. They got dunked on pretty hard yesterday, right? I mean, the fact
Unsurprisingly.
that their most powerful weapon they had in their quiver just got shot in the dark. So then you have what I have on the screen right now is what Mags said to Ethan Van Sciver when he told them to go fuck themselves. After,
hold on. May I do something real quick?
oh sure.
We have a super chat from your boy Zach 556 asking, "Can Mags and Kwanzaa go fuck themselves?"
yeah,
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, continue.
Yeah. So, and Ethan wrote that tweet to them, and then she trying to. I love it when they do this. Don't you love it when these NPCs do shit
Yeah.
like this? They're all like, "Who
Yeah.
are you again?" Let's see. Who is he? Since about 2002, one of the most famous artists in the comic book industry.
Right. He's like, I mean, since Stan Lee ate it, Ethan moved up several notches at this point.
and dude, and like not only that, but they've been calling him a racist and shit for the last couple of years on Twitter. It's like, even if you don't know him from anything else, you know him from the relentless fucking bullshit he's thrown his
Oh
way
yeah,
through.
Mags knows him. He's throwing bullshit at him.
And apparently, I this is secondhand information, but like they've met, so like trying to act like
they've actually met. They've talked and stuff. He's talked about them like being on live streams and things like not believing but like talking on DMs and stuff like that to Max.
Yeah.
So it's whatever, man.
But look, this person of no repute, no fucking
Real
just
significance.
nothing. Yeah,
Yeah.
no significance, no talent, no significance.
No
It's
friends.
no friends, nobody. She wants to sling shade at fucking Ethan Van Sciver. Yeah, yeah.
Like I'm not gonna. There's something I'm just not gonna get into. But and then Ethan responded and said, "Are you talking to a mirror, Max?"
Yeah. Well, I think she stays away from those, obviously.
I would too.
The shade.
Yeah. And his response, continues, "I'm Ethan Van Sciver. I'm sure you've heard of me when you spent your sad holiday obsessively scouring Diversity in Comics videos. Now follow the nice men in white coats with butterfly nets into the ambulance. They'll help you get over it."
That's how you know he's a super boomer, because he's bringing up the white
Yeah,
constant butterfly
I
net.
know.
That's such a 70s, like,
Oh, yeah.
60s thing.
Yeah.
It is such an
telling
old
me-
ass diss, dude.
Excuse me, are you telling me that they don't put people in butterfly nets anymore?
No.
Unfortunately, I mean, there's a lot of people that need to be in butterfly nets, but
That's true.
no, they don't do it anywhere.
So yeah, and this was a kind of a back and forth. And, all these other, all the Mags' followers, like, yeah, who is this guy? And then these people, of course, you're gonna get people kind of like arguing. It's like, yeah, he's the guy who brought back Hal Jordan and Barry Allen, you idiots.
Yeah, he's basically Green Lantern.
Yeah,
That's one of my favorite "Who are you again" thing from like these newer creators. There's where we need those quotes, though.
You remember during Gamergate when Leia Alexander said that she had more followers than Anne Rice?
Yeah. And then it turned out most of them were like fucking fake accounts. Or...
Yes.
55% of Leia Alexander's followers were fake. Yeah.
Yeah, over half of them were.
But see, she's journalism though, you know, like.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. But
No, that's one of my favorite things is that they're trying to be cool, and all it is blatantly going, I'm super out of touch with the industry that I'm supposed to be in. Like,
yeah.
Well,
So
you could say
and
that's out
proud.
of touch, but one of the things you have to keep in mind is that these people are the like public face in a lot of ways to what these mainstream comic companies want the image to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like
well, they kind of fuck it up though. Still, when they're doing,
Oh, no,
this,
they
Who Are You
totally
Again,
fuck
they
it up.
fuck it up so hard because they're flat out proving I don't read comics, guys.
well, I mean,
Yeah,
that's the
this-
thing. And a lot of these people are in the positions they are not because they have any sort of talent,
Well,
but because of the minority quota that they fucking fill. That's all these people amount to. They are literal check boxes.
yeah.
Like,
I
all these
know, but
people
it's
and
just so funny
not
when they freaking announce it proudly.
well, of course they will
And
because
think
all
that
these-
think that announcing it
Well,
proudly is some
yeah.
kind of diss.
But see, it is what Jordan's trying to say is that it very much is to that group that they're trying to appeal to. So it is a diss to
Yeah,
people
they're
who-
appealing to Brooklyn hipsters. They're all
Right.
fucking that read
Right.
comics.
okay,
Yeah.
well, I'm glad Jordan brought it up because remember last night when we talked about what Christopher Priest said when he found out. 'Cause
Yeah.
he was tired of. Yeah, you would liked this, Jordan. I ain't got time to bring it back up, but he basically was saying, like DC Comics called him about writing Cyborg, and he said he gave him the whole spiel that I am a comic book writer, I am not a black writer,
right.
and Christopher Priest is black,
Yeah.
and so then he said he figured out that Marvel, and he said even and to a lesser extent DC, and I think DC is starting to kind of creep up doing it a little more, honestly. But he said they're not hiring writers; they're casting writers.
right.
Yeah.
He says for some reason only a lesbian can write about lesbians, only a black man can write about black characters, only a trans person can write about a trans character. He said that's stupid. A writer writes. He says, "Are you saying that Tom Clancy shouldn't have wrote, Rainbow Six because he wasn't in, a paramilitary unit?"
Here's the thing too is like they actually have artists and writers and stuff like DC especially that are really good.
Mm-hmm.
They don't talk shit on Twitter all the time or at any tag. Like what's that guy's name? Sean Gordon Murphy did the Batman White Knight stuff recently.
Yeah.
He's probably like super commie, like because they all are almost. But he doesn't go doing that crap on Twitter. He's like, "Hey, I'm making Batman White Knight. It's pretty cool. Would you check it out, please?" He doesn't. Oh, if you don't like Batman White Knight, you're a fucking racist and you hate trans people, or
Yeah.
doesn't pull that shit. He just like, hey, it's a cool comic. I like, check it out. Please buy it.
And it turned
That's
out to be I liked it.
I have it. I actually bought it. I haven't gone through it yet. I got the paperback.
Yeah, it's worth checking out.
I heard it wasn't
Especially if you
awful.
paid for it
I
already.
I didn't read it, but I heard it was actually not bad.
No, it's actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
It doesn't go in the direction you would expect with that title.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the thing. Dude's just focused on telling good stories and writing good or drawing cool shit. And that's what it should be, man. That's what it should be. This whole thing would blow over if people would just, get back to doing, the thing and doing it right. Because and it was like we were talking about last night. They tried to supplement their flagging sales by yearly fucking events that you had to buy every single book for and shit like that. Like,
Yeah, that's why I don't buy it. That's why I bought the White Knight thing, because it's a self-contained story.
right, it's like 8 issues.
8, something like that, and it's $15 for the trade paperback. I can deal with that.
Right.
They make another one, cool.
Well,
But
it goes back to what we were talking about last night, and like I said, I'm glad you mentioned it, Daryl, because it reminded me I did want to talk about it tonight in more detail about sales inflation by Marvel,
Oh, yeah.
especially. like I brought on the people are looking now. I have the article about Marvel dumping 250,000 graphic novels to Ollie's.
Womp womp.
And
Whoa, they did what now? Hold on, repeat that.
They
Okay.
dropped a bunch of unsold graphic
250,000
novels on a
unsold
discount
graphic
chain.
novels to liquidation outlets.
Right.
Essentially
Yeah.
selling $25 books for pennies on the dollar. You know?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
so 250,000 of them is like damn near a year's worth of those things now.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But for how long have we talked about like, well, the book, the actual floppies aren't selling well, but the graphic novels are what's selling. How long have we been told that? We've been told that for a long time. Well, obviously it's not working out too well if you're having to sell, 250,000 books for pennies on the fucking dollar.
Did they?
They
did
put
say
so
which-
many comic shops out of business that now they can't even scam them into overbuying their shit.
Yeah.
Did they specify what titles, or was it just generic graphic novels?
I mean, it's like more recent ones like Original Sin, things like that. It was.
But I'm talking those like X-Men ones or Wolverine one, or was it like some Squirrel Girl shit?
No,
you know
no,
what I
like,
mean?
like Avengers, Age of
I'm
Ultron,
sure.
Prelude, Civil War II, Original Sin. These were all this
Oh,
year.
so okay,
Yeah, this is all from stuff
Major
from this
titles.
year.
okay.
So in
This
Also,
year-
it wouldn't really matter if it was Squirrel Girl shit. The fact that I think we can all agree that just comics aren't selling as well as they used to because everything is shit now.
Yeah, and also the prices they're almost pricing themselves out of the industry when you think about it. Because
Yeah, that was one of the things why I didn't want to get because I was interested in the Batman White Knight stuff. Like when it originally came out, I was like, this looks fucking dope.
hmm
I like the idea. I mean, I'm not a huge Batman fan, but the idea sounds cool. But the books are like each have one like $4 or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's I'm broke, white trash. I can't afford $4 for $10. I could buy the graphic novel for 15 or 20, whatever. I think I got it for 15 on Amazon, free shipping and everything. I can afford that, but I can't spend $50 on a fucking comic book like that.
I mean, shit, you can get it on Comixology right now for $10.
Ah,
Yeah.
Like that's super fucking.
And the
reasonable.
thing about comics is I cannot read them online seriously. Like if you have to have the physical book,
mhm.
so I can't.
Okay,
I'll buy the damn thing. I just can't get it.
you just need a physical copy. Yeah,
I
I
can't.
got you.
I can't deal with that.
Hold on, I got to make some. I shared the correct link, Seth. I usually don't talk directly to the chat, but I'm making an exception in this case.
Oh,
Oh wait, the
Piper
other
says
boomer.
no.
Okay.
That was me. I'm not Boomer.
Wait, you're the boomer here, Piper? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. It's funny you mentioned that because I have an image that I can find for that one. I'll bring that up in a minute. But
Is it a Myers image?
no, it's not a Myers image.
Damn
But yeah. So here's the thing: like they sell these books for pennies on the dollar, but that goes towards their monthly sales, right?
Yeah. Oh, I sold 5 million copies for a penny.
Yeah,
It's like, oh wow, good for you.
Okay, so I can.
Yeah,
tell
what the report though is that they sold those 5 million copies.
I can confirm,
Look how
and
popular we are.
I can confirm, and I might, I might go by Ollie's tomorrow, and my local Ollie's, and just
If you get a bunch of them for pennies, dude, get like $10 worth of them and ship them to us.
Right?
Yeah,
Well,
right.
see what they do. Here's how they work because
'Cause I don't know what the hell an Ollie's is.
it's a liquidation outlet.
It's like Big Lots, Odd
Okay.
Lots.
I don't think there's any around here. So
Trying to think of other examples.
I forgot you live in
Dollar
Florida.
General, Dollar Tree,
I forgot you.
Dollar.
I forgot you live in Florida because that's basically a foreign country at this point.
we are the sovereign republic of Florida men, and don't fuck with us.
But no, yeah. So I have gotten 2 DC books from Ollie's. One was The Kingdom, and one was a JSA book, and they were like $2.99 and the $2.99 and $3.99 respectively. And their cover price was like $25 and like $22.
Jesus, fuck.
I don't know, man. Next time I'm out, I might have to check out one of these places see if I can score some bullshit.
They got some good
'Cause if I
stuff,
get-
yeah,
I get graphic novels like entire like contained stories for like $2.
it's not
Hell
bad.
yeah, I'll read comics way more often than having to spend the $2 on a single book or 20 on a damn series or whatever.
Yeah, but the key is like when Marvel is shipping, because most of the stuff from DC was like stuff from like a few years ago, like maybe 4 or 5, maybe even 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago, right? But Marvel is shipping out shit from this year.
Yeah, isn't it DC's graphic novels actually sell though?
I would say, yeah.
Compared to Marvel's, especially like their Watchmen stuff that they're doing now, and I think they're doing a hell of a lot better than Marvel is in terms of overall, maybe not overall sales, but in graphic novels, which is like the big part. I think last time, because I remember watching your boy Zach video, and he was talking about this stuff, and I think DC was pretty much crushing it. Like almost all top 5 sellers were DC. So I don't think they have as big a problem as Marvel does in this capacity.
Right.
Did you see that shit though? Like, this isn't the first time it's happened in January of this year, and then again in May.
Yeah.
In January they got 19 truckloads, and then in May they received 115,000. Worth 2.5 million in publisher liquidation sales.
Yeah. But the key here is this. This is talking about sales. This is supported by the sales numbers of one of the featured titles, Original Sin. According to Comicron, the hardcover collector's collection of the title did not appear on the top sales list before 2018. Yet the Original Sin hardcover placed 5th in reorders between September 10th and September 16th, and placed 40th. On another list. So that's kind of the point. That's another inflation number.
Yeah, and look at that fucking unit sold too. Less than 2,000.
Yeah,
right.
That's fucking paltry. Holy shit.
Yeah, this sort of confirms the entire thesis that Disney does not give a flying shit about Marvel. It's just the IPs. They let them do whatever they want, so that's why they hire all these
idiots,
crazy people. Yeah,
using NPCs.
To run the crazy. As long as they don't cost them too much money or like make the entire Disney stock tank, they don't give a shit.
Yeah,
as long as they can make Iron Man, as long as they can make Iron Man movies, they don't whatever. They don't.
Well, I mean, they're not making Iron Man movies anymore because Robert Downey Jr. is too fucking expensive.
Yeah,
too
honestly, if they keep killing their perfect casted characters, they're not going to make money off the movies no more.
Well, I think at this point they've worked it up for so long that a few people are going to be leaving. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. for sure.
He's for sure leaving.
Yeah, it sucks because I already know basically which characters are staying dead by who's already reported they're not renewing their contracts. Like, this is so and so's last movie. Well, I know who fucking dies.
I guess Chris Hemsworth was getting ready to leave, but then he was like, "Oh, I had fun doing a Thor movie for once. Let me stick around and do that some more."
Well, one of the keys is like don't rule out like recasts.
Right.
Yeah,
and that's the thing.
That's the thing.
God, then they're getting into fucking Riri Williams territory.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm talking about just recasting. I'm just talking about recasting the character, not the.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can.
Oh, you can.
And I think there has been talk actually. Well, because who they have cast is perfect already. See,
if they get Jeffrey Dean Morgan to replace Robert Downey Jr., I'll be all right with that.
They should get Michael Jai White to replace Robert Downey Jr. I'm just saying it.
You want Black Dynamite too?
Hell yeah!
Man, I just made myself real fucking sad because I was like, get Michael Clark Duncan out, and I was like, shit, he's dead. Fuck.
Yeah, he's already been.
He could be Hulk.
I just don't think they're gonna do quite as well. I don't think they will.
Oh, I've already said. Look, I said it last night. After Avengers 4, because I think Miss Marvel comes out first. I already said Miss Marvel's going to be their first failure. Because that's the only.
And they have it right in the tent. Captain Marvel's supposed to be the new face of the MCU, where they kind of had Robert Downey Jr. kind of being that.
It's someone in the chat.
I've lost interest. Like,
and plus they're basing it on Carol Danvers more. The character that's been written like in the last couple of years, which is terrible. So
and what I've been hearing though is that's what they want to do. If they recast any of these, it's going to be other people taking the mantles.
Yeah, instead of Carol Danvers, we're going to get Carl Manvers, unfortunately.
Right.
Oh, we're
But
getting.
no, if they
Supreme
recast any of
Vomit.
these characters, it is going to be other characters taking the mantle, and they do want to modernize it and start using start slipping in more and more of the diversity characters, is what I've been hearing. The plans are supposed to be.
Well,
And
I
if that's the
can't
case,
wait
I
till
am
the
so done.
Yeah, I can't wait till that Riri Williams movie.
I
yeah,
don't.
whiz bang.
It's going to be great, dude. The first female and the first black superhero.
Let's be honest. If they're gonna start going for the diversity quota shit, you're gonna get Miles Morales before you get Riri Williams.
Which would be all right, depending.
Miles Morales is actually a decent character.
Here's the thing I don't understand
that
about
is
that
actually
shit,
a decent character, and what's weird is Spider-Man's still around. Peter Parker's still around right now and doing good. So,
Okay,
Yeah.
Cab, go ahead.
Here's what I don't understand. Okay, well, a lot of these movies, because they'll put in scenes from China, like the opening, like what Venom opened up, like the opening scene was in China or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, the reason they do that is to pander to the Chinese market,
Yeah.
so they can sell the movie there, and the Chinese will eat all that shit up like they always do.
Yeah.
But if they start putting in diversity characters, Chinese aren't.
they're not going to eat that shit.
They're not very. They don't.
Yeah, they're not very.
They don't like the blacks.
Yeah.
or the Mexicans or anything. They tolerate white people because I don't know why, but that's about it.
Okay,
look at
Miles
them and
is
go-
already going into theaters. That's right. I forgot about Into the Spider-Verse. That's how
Yeah,
they're doing it.
so
So yeah,
they're-
Miles is supposed to be like them dipping their foot in.
Yeah, they're gonna tank it in the North American market because people just don't fucking care about Riri Williams or anything like that. Then China, because they're not gonna go because there's a black person.
But my understanding is that Sony's doing this like they did with Venom, and that it's not part of the MCU. So I don't know if
It's still,
trying to,
especially with a lot of the
Spider-Man
Spider-Man
has
stuff.
wait. Spider-Man has a special agreement involved. Right
Yeah.
now?
Right,
I mean,
right.
They do still have
Spider-Man
it, and Into
does,
the Spider-Verse is part of that.
Yeah. But what? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say, though. It's not part of the MCU.
No, it
And-
is.
It is.
It is.
No.
Yeah.
Anything with Spider-Man's name on it
has
is a part
deal-
of the MCU.
Sony has a deal with Marvel
Okay.
/ Disney now that
No,
Spider-Man
it's just for
is.
Spider-Man. It's like it's like certain characters that fucking James Gunn got for Guardians of the Galaxy 2, like Ego and the Watchers and shit. They borrow those from Fox. It's essentially the same deal, and it's kind of the same agreement that why they can't do another solo Hulk movie, because in that case Universal has the distribution rights and they don't want to deal with it. Because
No, they have like a for real deal where Spider-Man characters in general get traded back and forth between Disney and Sony.
The only ones that can't are like Venom, for example.
Because that's why they were able to have in Spider-Man Homecoming, they were able to have like Tony Stark and shit like that, is because they have a ongoing
the
deal.
upcoming Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is considered its own entity, separate from the MCU and in Sony's expanded Spider-Verse.
Is it? Because they're still using
Yes.
the same Spider Kid, aren't they?
All right. Here's the thing about all that. It's all shit. Who cares?
That's
Yeah.
the point.
I'm not gonna go watch it.
Right.
I'd watch it if it was Marvel. I mean Disney,
Right.
Marvel helping
The
them.
last
But-
entire Marvel movie I saw was Iron Man, and that was the only one I liked, the original one, like that came out almost 10 years ago.
Right.
Oh, shit.
And I
you
haven't
saying-
seen any of the other ones because I just don't give a shit. It's like I don't care. They're terrible.
Of course you don't care. You're a fucking boomer.
But yeah.
That's true. Bring me back the
I've
old
had
Spider-Man.
fun at the Marvel movies, except for 2 of them.
But by that logic, Big Hero 6 is part of the MCU, like, because it's a Marvel Comics property. Like and it's not. Like,
They-
part of it. No.
It is kind of.
I mean, Big Hero 6 did start as a Marvel comic.
Well, if you're talking,
Yeah, and it's a Disney
know.
movie, so
right, but it's not part of that cinematic universe. They've got their own
well,
thing
that's
going.
at least because they're animated, so they at least have a
Well,
big
so-
defining.
So it's Into the Spider-Verse.
That's why Into the Spider-Verse is gonna suck ass.
I don't know. It
Because
looks
it's
kinda
animated.
It just looks weird, man. Like it,
I mean, yeah, I've seen it. Like I see the trailers and stuff. It's very weird, but I don't know. It seems I'm a Spider-Man fan to the fucking core, so
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
probably
me too.
go watch it and enjoy it.
Well,
But
The
dude-
best Spider-Man movies that I have seen
Yeah, I was gonna
have been
say,
the ones where Sony and Marvel collaborated. Those have been the best live action
Which one?
Spider-Man movies that I have seen.
So it'd be the only one being Homecoming and Avengers, because that was the only.
Well,
time-
yeah, Homecoming and then him in Avengers. Yeah, that has
And-
been the best on-screen portrayal of Spider-Man I have seen.
But see, I read that thing the same way Caius's thing. Garfield's the real Spider-Man, like fucking radioactive lasagna. That's
Garfield. But we
Yeah.
need a Garfield cinematic universe right now.
Yeah.
But don't start with the Garfield movie, because that would be too much. You start with
No, it'd be about John like when he was a kid.
Yeah.
you know,
It's like,
years ago.
Here you go. This summer,
Average white guy.
Paramount Pictures brings to you Arbuckle.
Get the fuck out of here.
No,
with that
we
shit.
know that we're gonna have to. We would have to change him at least to a black guy.
Oh yeah.
No. You keep
not
him as a
gonna
white
fly.
guy so you can sell in China.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, John has to be a white guy, but
Oh,
you
he
can make,
used to have a roommate that just kind of.
here's the thing. Here, I got you. Here's what you do. Okay, John has to make a white guy, but Odie will become a pit bull.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
he'll be your
Or-
designated
or-
black
or-
character.
Well, Odie used to belong to John's roommate, who just kind of mysteriously disappeared and never came back.
I
Odie
remember
used to
that.
not be his dog.
So that motherfucker just abandoned his dog with the dumbest motherfucker on earth.
Yes, yes. It's a long time ago. I was reading this weird things about Garfield, and way back in the first few strips, Odie was his roommate's dog, and then roommate just,
Andrew
Never
Garfield
came
plays
back.
John in Garfield. That's
and
good.
John didn't say shit about it.
Welcome to Grade Point 5, where we're talking about the deep Garfield lore.
Right?
I'm so glad I was fucking sitting down for that
Oh.
that deep Garfield lore. Holy shit!
And then Seth suggests Garfieldception. Garfield plays John in the Garfield movie. Andrew Garfield plays John in the Garfield
All
movie.
President Garfield played John. Greatest president we ever had.
Oh, spoiler. And here's a spoiler. The spoiler is that his roommate was Grover Cleveland.
Yeah.
That's why he left. He left because
Played by Grover from the Sesame Street.
Yeah. See, he left when he lost the presidency. That's why he had to move out. But then he got
Yeah,
back.
he lived in the
and
White
moved
House.
back
He had
in.
to like,
And he
okay.
moved back
Oh,
in. Yeah.
This shit's giving me a headache.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we're giving deep lore here, man. What are you talking about?
Not even halfway through this bottle yet.
Oh, that explains. Okay, never mind.
What is it?
I was sitting here going like, Piper is making less and less fucking sense than the last time I talked to her.
What?
Bitch has been drinking. Okay, makes sense. I got it.
That made perfect sense.
She has a kid. Why wouldn't you drink? They're all.
At this point, I'm wondering why her kid doesn't drink.
I'm starting to wonder why I'm not drinking at this point. Trying to.
God damn. Harsh.
Oh shit!
Yeah. But yeah.
We got a super chat from Seth. He says, "Show Bob's and Vagine." Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, did I
Oh,
stop
you
making
show
sense?
off.
I was telling y'all deep lore on Garfield. Y'all the ones that brought Garfield up.
No, we didn't.
Well, I didn't bring shit up.
all right. There you go.
I didn't
Piper.
bring
Piper.
Garfield up. Somebody else did.
Piper,
Okay, we
check-
need to stop fighting over Garfield.
Wait,
and-
Piper, check the stream. I got a picture of you up there right now.
No, not right now. You don't.
Did you
Well,
put up
well,
cool? Why not?
You'll see.
There we go. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not
God.
right.
I'm having too much
Why
fun
do you
with
got a
OBS.
picture?
The boomer has figured out OBS. Watch out, lads.
Yay! I'm one of them now.
In fact, if you want to see here, I'm gonna do some live shit. Go back to here. So
Hey guys, this has been
what?
This has been.
Two?
Yeah,
I wish I was.
sounded like it.
He needs to be fucking able
No,
to deal
it's
with all
funny.
this shit.
Yeah, I'm sucking fucking leftovers out of this bottle of rum right now.
Jesus.
So
Are you straight edge?
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sipping on some tea, no sugar.
He's got
Damn.
easy like
Calm down there, psychopath.
Shit.
Fucking
Jeez.
tea, but no sugar. Shit.
Dude, it's
Hardcore.
Tuesday. I'm wilding out a little bit. Come on.
That's some hard shit, man.
I don't know. Can you get all the caffeine content in that tea?
Well, that's why I'm drinking it.
Why don't you just drink you some goddamn coffee, sir?
So since we were talking about sales numbers a few minutes ago, we could talk about
Oh, yeah.
IDWs.
A few minutes ago.
No, I'm trying to get us back on track here and quit talking about.
Call it redirection.
Yeah.
a few weeks ago when we
A few
started.
months ago when we were talking about comic books.
Oh shit!
Uh,
I fucking killed it. Fuck yeah!
Jesus.
Sorry, I killed something. I'm excited.
Oh, wow.
In this
My
particular
first kill.
on this particular thing here, we're talking about IDW, who, they're the first largest publisher of comics and third largest in-house publisher, and they are down $7.174 million for the year.
Fuck.
What's their overall like?
Ooh, with
they bring
almost
in, though?
20 million in debt. Has
Yeah, they're-
fired almost everyone. I'm just gonna finish reading this for you.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Has fired almost everyone in executive positions, is turning to IP for TV because comics are bombing for them, but numbers are lies.
Yeah, because people.
Oh,
keep-
that's that umbrella dude, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I like how you almost did an
Yeah.
Umbrella Guy impression. Remember, IDW, the fourth largest publisher and third largest
Yes, sir.
in-house publisher, is at a minus 7.4 million for the year.
I thought he was the one with the accent.
Hey there.
Hey, yeah. Hey there.
Hey
This
there.
is the umbrella guy, and I want to talk to you about
I know
some
he's
comics
got to
today.
be Southern. He's got to be Southern.
I want to talk to you
What if
about
he's from like Northern Canada? That'd be fucked up,
That
right?
would be hilarious.
No, I was born and raised here. That's what it's about.
A boot.
But how could, I mean, IDW is like nowhere. They don't have the backing of like Marvel or of Time Warner or Disney.
Yeah, they can't eat massive shit and still expect to operate because they don't have Disney or
Mhm.
WB money.
Yeah.
Failing them. Yeah.
And how much are they paying in licensing? I mean, they do like Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, Transformers.
Yeah, like all their
that
stuff that
shit.
actually sells. I'm putting up air quotes here.
Yeah.
We
It's
really
all
need an
like
air quotes thing for real.
Oh, yeah. That's right. We were talking about that last night. But now we're talking about these sales numbers. So put down the bottle, goddammit.
But that's just
Hey, I said that because somebody just said it. I'm using air quotes. Pay attention. I'm not retarded. You are.
No, I
No,
am.
you're not
I'm
retarded.
absolutely
You're just
retarded.
drunk.
I'm
Right?
absolutely retarded, but so are you. So we're
I'm
in this together, damn it.
Joke's on you. I'm only pretending to be retarded.
Oh shit.
All right, so what's the deal with the IDW? Like, besides them losing all their money?
Well, it's just kind of indicative that you can look at it because they're a smaller publisher, so you can kind of look
Slightly
at them like,
smaller.
Or what I was asking before is like, what is their overall like profit? Like, if they're losing 7 million,
but
And they're
Down
20 million
7
in
million.
debt,
20 million
then
in
their
debt.
profit is negative.
yeah, because they've lost because they had to borrow a lot of money apparently.
Yeah, they're in the red.
to keep operating.
okay, what is their income then?
About Treat Fitty.
Sounds like it. Does that have figures on how much money they're bringing in total, and then before they have to go pay it out?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
No. What is the numbers I'm asking?
Yeah, can you bring those numbers back up so I can take a look at them real
Yeah,
quick?
sure. Hold on.
Thank you, man. I want to see if it talks about operating costs anywhere on there because I think that's what he's talking about, like
Yeah.
sales and operating
Here, I
costs.
can
And
do
all
this.
that.
Yeah, I get what Cav's asking for. He's just doing it in a really shitty way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, so before they pay back their loans?
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have a drunk Garfield ramble going on.
You need to step up your game, motherfucker. That's why we brought you on.
All right, revenues.
I can make that bigger.
Plenty big. Made it smaller.
No, I'm just saying I can make that. I can fix that. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I see their operating costs, but
Okay, here's their net. Yeah, their net income is they're only they're bringing in like after they're paying everyone and shit like
I
1
want
million.
everybody to know that Kev is the one that started the fucking Garfield bullshit. Like, I just found it.
Did you go back and listen to it?
No, I went back in the chat. He did it. It's his fault.
I didn't do anything.
Okay, so their total costs and expenses. Wow, their net income is at 461 loss for that quarter, 143,
Oh shit.
and this is in thousands, right?
No, it's 143 fucking dollars.
Yeah. Well,
It's like thousands and
With their
millions.
sales
No,
being-
oh my god, no, it is because next to it is 7,000 something. So
I don't know, man.
It's in
Like,
millions.
Yeah.
Millions.
Yeah, they're talking
Yeah.
millions.
Yeah.
is it for real?
Anything in parentheses is debt too. It's lost.
Right.
So
Exactly. So in
Oh, okay, so
the
Okay.
third quarter,
1.5 is what they're 1.5 million in loss.
Yeah.
At the very end there.
right.
Okay.
well, for that quarter, I
That
think
quarter.
this is broken.
Oh,
down
these
by
are each
quarter.
quarters. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so they're down.
yeah.
Wow.
That's 400,000. That's a 7 million, and that's 1.5 million loss.
Yeah.
And then the
it's
second quarter, they brought in 140,000 profit on that quarter.
and that's not in, and that doesn't indicate they're 20 million in debt neither.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's just that quarter that year. That's not.
So not only are you
entirely.
operating in the red, you're
Oh.
also carrying a huge debt
Yeah.
Mhm.
that you can't pay back because you're not making.
Oh,
any
I
money.
can't believe no one wants to buy those GI Joe comics where you got like some
Wait a minute.
fat black
I-
chick who's a superhero. I was like,
I think that is hundreds, guys, because their revenues were 14,246, and then they have the direct cost of revenues and all that shit. And
Yeah,
bad debt
that's their
expense.
net income.
Yeah, down at the bottom, their net
It is
income, they lost
$140.
$461, and they made.
Wait a minute. Are you sure they're not doing that weird ass European thing where they use the?
No, I don't.
Oh yeah, if you look,
It could be thousands.
It's
I know.
thousands. It's thousands.
It's that. Yeah, that's got to be because they always just put off like 3 zeros or something when they do
Right.
things.
like when you see it with the parentheses, that's counting in the million. That's in the millions at that point.
Yeah, but
Right.
it's not looking good. It's the point.
yeah,
The point is
it's
like
looking
here they
hilarious.
like
I'm
first
bad
quarter-
at math.
Like for example, say first quarter they lost $461,000. Second
Right.
quarter they made $143,000. So they're still in the red from quarter to quarter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is they lost
Yeah.
damn near 10 million.
I don't respect people who talk about
Weren't that?
who mourn
weren't
about
in New
9/11 who
York.
didn't live in New York. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yes.
okay, brother.
And then changing like certain characters into butch lesbians. And,
Mhm.
Yeah, not only did he completely butcher G.I. Joe's, but then he went and like made sure to piss off everybody that could be a potential fucking customer.
and of course, I want to clarify that it's kind of hard to tell whether or not there was a direct correlation between those two things, but I'm sure it didn't help.
Oh no, I mean I'm pretty sure there was some direct correlation.
and wasn't-
he did it. He was like he did it, and then like his immediate response to getting criticized was, "Well, I don't want these kind of people
Who
buying
runs-
my book." It was one of those "don't buy my
Right.
shit" then.
Who
And
runs
then
IDW?
immediately following that was him bitching, "Nobody bought my shit."
Yeah.
He was one of those that flat out said, "Don't buy my shit," and then started bitching, "Nobody bought my shit."
and then couldn't understand why his book got canceled.
Yeah.
Right.
No, and it wasn't his fault they got canceled. It was racist or
It's a mystery.
something.
Right.
Well, you
Oh, I
see-
think it was sexist or something.
I don't know. Daryl, just to your question, I don't know.
Yeah, it's nobody I recognize. I
think
don't
some-
think
I
any
think
of
it's something
them
like
have been
private equity.
involved.
Thing, yeah, it's like no.
Well, the founder was a guy named Ted Adams. Who,
Yeah, but he's not involved anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Let's see. Did he sell it off? Yeah, I can't tell anymore.
Yeah,
Let's
the parent company is called Zedge Nordic UF
see.
NUF Limited. That's what it's. I don't know who the hell that is.
Sounds like a hedge fund company. in all honesty.
Yeah, it's like some. I don't know. I can look it up real quick.
It's kind of like what's that thing? Bain Capital that Mitt Romney used to run.
Yeah, it sounds like it sounds like a holding company.
Yeah. They just buy a bunch of holdings. 'Cause did you know that's why Toys R Us had to go out of business because Bain Capital owned it, and
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
they were just using.
Did you say?
Huh?
Did
Yeah.
you say Bain Capital?
Yeah, that's the name of that was the name of the company, Bain Capital. Yeah.
Dude, they're kind of evil because they're also the reason KB Toys don't exist anymore either.
And didn't they
They're the
break
same
Batman's?
people.
Didn't they break Batman's back?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
They hired a big dude to break his back. Those sons of bitches.
Yeah, that as a company, that's like, it just has all the makings of just like EA, all the makings of like evil
what they-
corporate.
What they do
Like-
is they buy these companies, right? Like a Toys
They
R
like
Us or
destroying
like
children's dreams.
KB, things like that. But then what they do is they unload the debt of other companies that they want to survive onto those companies,
Mm-hmm.
and hoping that those have enough revenue to pull them out of that debt.
Right.
Yeah.
To
But the
absorb
problem
debt.
is when Toys R Us has to compete with Walmart, Target, Amazon, all those, and they were never given the infrastructure to compete. Because I don't know if anybody ever went on Toys R Us online during their last few years, but it was paltry.
So
It was terrible. It's like
It's basically Amazon kicking them in the dick and eating their shit all at the same time.
yeah, while while most Toys R Us's were also in a Walmart parking lot.
Yeah.
They were located like in the same, same place, and it's like, well, why am I going to pay $15 for action figure over here when I go into Walmart and get the same one for 10? Like,
exactly.
why would I do that? I'm not,
They used to, because see, Toys R Us definitely thrived on exclusives, and then they stopped getting any.
Yeah. I mean, they used
'Cause
to
they
get
stopped
like
selling 'em.
exclusive. They competed just as much. I remember in video games they competed because they
Mhm.
like when I worked at GameStop. Like GameStop had an exclusive, Toys R Us had an exclusive, Best Buy had an exclusive. We all had for the same title.
Right.
They were
Yeah.
all competing to see who would get the pre-order.
Get your GameStop exclusive skin.
You do
But
know
the
that-
big thing that hurt them a lot, though, was they used to have just really exclusive deals where there were certain toys that you were only ever going to get
yeah, let's say
at
TRU.
Toys R Us.
Yeah, let's say
And
TRU
then all of a
exclusives,
sudden, then all of a sudden you could get them everywhere.
Well, because Transformers were probably the biggest, through Toys R Us because they had a lot of exclusives, like only
Yeah.
TRU. Because they had this, I want to say it was like a 2-foot King Starscream
Dude.
that was really cool. I mean, because I saw it, but the problem is I wasn't going to pay $200 for it.
Yeah.
But it was fully transformable. It was articulated and everything. Had the crown. It was really awesome. But
Toys R Us lost me to Amazon because I love not having to leave my house.
right, exactly, exactly. So yeah, that's why Toys R Us failed, and I think that's what's happening with IDW is that they're it's a holding company that doesn't care.
The
And
weird
I saw-
thing,
Mhm.
why would the holding company buy IDW when all their shit is licensed? They don't own the IPs.
I think it's one of those situations where they thought,
Were they just dumping shit on it? Just
yeah,
like,
hoping
yeah,
that
yeah.
it would pull it out. Yeah, because
with
now
their
that-
with their really successful GI Joe and Ninja Turtle comics.
well, it's like one of the responses to Umbrella Guy was, and of course I'm going to go ahead and say this guy's an idiot, but I'll bring his stuff up here.
Wow, way to shit on Umbrella Guy.
No, not Umbrella Guy. I'm talking about the guy who responded to him.
I'm gonna tell him on Twitter you call him an idiot, dude.
Go ahead. and I'll timestamp the stream and notice that I say that I did not call you an idiot. This is
I know it's kind of iffy. I'm just saying, dude.
what you need to do. You know what? You need to quit breaking drama, you piece of shit.
Dude, you have to have. That's how you get stream. You get eCloud, dude. Come on, you got to start drama.
You're telling me I got to go start beef to get?
Yeah,
I mean, it worked for Jim.
Oh well.
yeah. Come on.
Let's bring this
Yeah,
shit show
yeah.
back
For
on
example,
track,
he says one of the
motherfuckers.
things you have no idea about IDW is where they are moving to over comics. They really are not supporting the comics. They are looking more into publishing books, not comics. This is information you wouldn't understand if you subscribe to Publishers News. I don't even know what he's trying to say. This is one of those incoherent NPCs who don't know what they're talking about. You know what? That's great.
Right.
That doesn't account for the $7 million
Right.
in losses and
Could
the
those
$20
two
million
things
in
have something
debt.
to do with each other?
Huh?
Could those two things have something to do with each other? Maybe they're moving away from comics because, by and large, they've shat the bed. Maybe
Yeah,
like
Right?
if they're
that
going to
doesn't
straight
invalidate his
publishing
point.
of books, fine, but they're still carrying debt.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So if they're
It doesn't matter what they plan on doing. It
Mhm.
matters what they've done and where it got them.
right,
Not only that, but the Umbrella Dude's main point was that the comics are bombing for them.
Right.
Yeah.
That was his point.
But
Because it's already saying that they're turning to their IP to TV and stuff like that. His point was that the comics are bombing for them. The comics are hurting them. So saying, actually, books, though, is it
Guess what?
disproving a thing he said?
Guess what those publishing those books are going to do? Not take care of that $20 million in debt that they have.
Right?
Idiot.
Paper's expensive, dude.
Yeah. I mean,
You
it's
gotta
just
print the covers.
it's
Just
just-
pain in.
Yeah, I was gonna say publishing books can be more expensive than publishing comics, depending.
and you can't unload those on outlets and expect to inflate your sales numbers because that don't matter. You know.
Well, oh, you seen all them Hillary Clinton books, dude? I think you can.
Oh man! Every time I think about her book, is somebody had photoshopped an image of her book. You know, what was her book called? What Happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a book that said "What Happened," and next to it was a book that had Trump on the cover that said "I did."
Womp womp.
Good times, good times. But yeah, no, that's the point. And like I said, look at IDW as a microcosm because I think Marvel's numbers came out recently too. I had to pull them up. Might talk about that tomorrow night. But they're showing that they made a quote profit, but there's a but here. They sold less units than the year before. And the reason why they're showing a profit is because this was the year, remember when they came out with the $8 issues?
Really?
Yeah. So when you're charging, twice to 3 times more than what the standard book costs, that's the only way you're inflating the price to try to drive more. Yeah.
Who the fuck is buying an $8 comic book?
People do it.
That's not an entire graphic novel series.
Nobody.
Well,
Yeah.
there's people to do it.
Yeah, isn't that kind of the fucking problem? There's
Not enough people are doing it.
Yeah,
But
but
no,
the thing is, it's like I said, if we took the units at the prices they were at, so they had to inflate the prices this year because they weren't selling enough units, so they inflated the prices to quote make a profit. That's not going to work year over year,
right.
because when next year those unit sales go down again and you keep it at the same price, then you're going to show a loss from year to year.
No, they'll just charge $9.
Yeah.
Just keep adding $1. That'll show them.
Yeah.
Like
Well, that's what they've been doing the last 5 years is adding $1 to the damn price. Because I remember when I was into buying comics, I don't know, 25, 20 years or something like that. You could get them they were anywhere between, I remember being 75 cents to $1.50 was the average.
Right.
Depending on what it was. And then all of a sudden I'm looking at shit, it's like, oh, $5 for this book. It's like, get the fuck out of here. I'm going to go sip on my Monster and talk about my Camaro right now.
Yeah. But no, I mean that's.
I don't know, but way back in the day, it was like 30 cents. But it's
That was another life.
yeah,
back in the day.
Yeah.
The good days. Yeah, hell yeah. That's
But yeah, it's just, I mean, that's the thing, you don't have people buying them at $3.99 a pop because, oh God, the whole thing is just an underlying fucking, God, sorry, I went retarded again. The whole thing lying beneath this is their misunderstanding of the market and their desperation to make sales by way of, say, those endless fucking events and shit. And they got to realize people got tired of that shit. They want self-contained stories, they want, and they just misunderstood the market, and then they have stubbornly stuck their fingers in their ears and just fuck you, racist, fuck you, and just because I'm a racist doesn't mean that I don't have opinions about comics. Jesus,
that's what I don't
Christ.
I don't understand. Yeah, that's because we brought up the Batman White Knight thing, and that thing actually sold really well.
Yeah, turns out we give people a product they like.
Yeah, it's something. There's no bullshit involved. The guy was just making a comic, and it was a self-contained story. It wasn't super event that is going to have a sequel, in 6 weeks.
Right, or ties into every other comic in the...
Yeah, you don't need to buy 30 other comics to get the entire story.
And Seth makes a good point, man. That's why Alternative's growing.
Yep.
Yeah, Turner, they kept their costs down because they use newsprint instead of high quality paper, which is that's good for them.
Man, I remember
Well,
newsprint
see,
back
and
in
I
the
really
day.
like that too because the way they advertise it is genius.
Oh
Because
yeah,
they're not saying we're gonna save some money and go back to newsprint. They put it out there as we're bringing back the classic. We're gonna bring that back, the classic feel, look, smell of comics, and go back to newsprint. They're saving money and putting it out there as a bonus.
What the fuck?
Boom! I'm sorry. Granny Piper is a fucking
And
square.
and not to mention though that like fucking Peter Smeddy is just a really good guy. Like,
yeah.
a lot of people have likened him to Stan Lee and shit. And I don't know that I go that far, but he's passionate about
He's a
comics.
really cool dude.
He's a good guy. He doesn't talk shit. He doesn't take sides. He's like, if you want to buy a comic, I got one for you. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
that's how it should be.
Yeah,
And
you
he's
know?
cool to just chat with. Like, he's cool because he's down to earth and he'll BS with you. You don't feel like he's, above you, I
Yeah.
guess.
Right, yeah.
You feel like
he's
he's just a
comic-
comic fan like you. Like, sometimes I
Exactly.
forget that he's the Alterna guy. Like,
Mhm.
because I'll follow Alterna and I follow him. And I'll forget that he's the Alterna guy half the time. Talking to
Right.
him.
Can Peter Smetty say the N-word?
He can, but now should he?
I was gonna say, I assume he can say the N word.
Probably capable, but that'll be 1488.
Oh,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I got a comic idea I'm gonna pitch to him. It's called Peter Smetty Says the N-word, and it's just
But it's not that N-word. It's always like
no,
some
it's
other-
him
Yeah,
going
yeah,
through
like,
the,
nice.
it's him going through the dictionary, like saying different N words. And the
Like-
issue is like
No, no,
each
no,
issue
no.
is themed on one N word.
He's like
Oh,
going
geez.
through it, and he's like, and have him like look up every once in a while, like looking at the camera, like knowingly, He's like,
Yeah.
not only that. In the background, I have like signs, and his head will be like covering up parts of the actual N-words, like the two G's.
Oh shit! So it's just N words that begin with N and end in R, and
Yeah, no, just feel like Peter
obscuring-
Smetty doing weird shit all day. Random N-words showing up in the background that he obscures.
Caius gives us permission to say the N word, so
Okay.
yeah.
I did this for Seth. He asked for it, so this is IDW.
Oh, there we go.
I bet
That's their
IDW
sales.
actually does a Wile E. Coyote comic.
The sad thing is their Ninja Turtle comic was all right. Like
Mhm.
for what it was, it did its own thing, and also kind of paid homage to the old stuff, in its own way. But like, it was a decent book. But I don't know. They're just shit in the bed, I guess.
I don't know. The only thing about Ninja Turtles is the first movie was dope as hell, and then the arcade game.
Yeah.
Yeah, the arcade game was
Everything
fucking
else I
rad.
don't care about.
Turtles in Time was amazing.
Turtle Time is pretty good, but was that the one where you could just toss dudes off screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was OPO. I'm just gonna say
Yeah,
that.
you do that and just win pretty much.
Yeah, you didn't even have to fight guys. You just toss their ass into the screen and you're good.
I hated.
You just got
it's
less
funny
points
because,
for it,
who was
which
it?
can be used to get lives. Huh?
Was it Ubisoft who made the remake?
Turtles in Time Reshelled. Yeah. Ooh.
It was so. It didn't have the heart of the first, of the Konami one.
Not only that, but it didn't really play like it either.
And also, it didn't it changed a lot of the music and for the worse.
And the voices were from the 2003 show, then
yeah.
current show. Yeah.
What was that one where they made it looked kind of cool, but I remember the trailers for it was like some edgy rap music, and they were like fucking fighting and stuff.
Talking about
Was-
the Platinum.
Oh, that was the Platinum's one that kind of ended up sucking.
Yeah. Because it
Yeah.
It sounded like the idea was cool. It was like, oh, Platinum.
four-player Platinum, Platinum game. Hell yeah.
Ninja Turtles was like dope rap music. It's like, okay, I'm down. But then it turns out, no, it's not very good.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Of course, it wasn't very good. It was a platinum game.
Hey, now.
Look, I'm going to say it right now. You have a fucking 50-50 split between a platinum game being fucking excellent and being shit. For every fucking Bayonetta, you get fucking Vanquish. For every fucking what was that game that came out a couple years ago? Fucking Nier Automata. You get that fucking Ninja Turtle shit.
I wasn't going to argue with you. I was going to say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think pretty much everyone agrees they're 50-50.
There are two.
Metal Gear Rising is awesome, and then the other stuff's kind of crap.
They got two teams that work on at Bayonetta.
Well,
You might as well.
Platinum. Yeah.
At Platinum, yeah. It's like one team does like they did Legend of Korra and Ninja Turtles,
Yeah, the
and those
Platinum
were
B
terrible.
team.
Yeah,
The B team.
yeah, they were the B team, yeah. And then you have the A team that did Revengeance and Bayonetta, Nier Automata.
Yeah.
The A team did Transformers also. That was really good.
You just like Transformers, don't lie, dude. Come on.
Have you played it?
You got a damn Transformer fetish.
Have you
Dude,
played
You
it?
talking about
Listen,
Transformers Devastation?
Yeah.
listen, as a pre-op Transformer, of course he's gonna love Transformers.
I'm asking Cap a question. Did you play it? Did you play Devastation?
I don't play video games, dude. Get out of
I
here.
know you play video games. I saw you got married to Caleb on Final Fantasy 14. Now shut up.
It's true. Also, I'm a fat panda chick, if you remember.
Hey, that's true. Yeah, you're
And
also a
Orca.
furry. That's great. So you never played it, right?
No, I haven't played
Okay,
that
then
one.
fuck you. I don't give a shit what you say.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm just agreeing. Fuck me.
Fucking got him.
I got nothing.
Do you say? Can you say that you will never recover?
I'm in the process of not recovering right now.
It is
done
truly
fucking.
over for you. Your presidency is done.
This is the last episode I'll ever be on. I'm done.
Hey, do you want me to repeat what you said in private chat here?
It was private. You can't say that.
Okay, I won't say it.
What, cake dicks?
I know I can't say it, but I know what you're gonna do.
Cake dicks.
Is that the private chat thing that you said?
I mean,
That's not so private, man. I
don't know.
Your cake
I know
dicks.
why you did it.
I
You
was gonna
wanted me-
say
you
if it's
want me to
not
do
it,
it,
that's
right?
not
You want-
private. It says cake dicks right there.
I mean, you want me to say it, right? That's...
I figured you were just gonna pop it up on screen.
Oh, I'll just say
Nice.
what he said because I don't. It would take me a minute to get it set up, but 'cause I'm a boomer.
Damn.
It says don't. He says don't show this on stream, but something is wrong with my penis. I wish.
I'm finally halfway through the bottle, you guys.
Oh, thank God. That'll make the stream better.
Okay, I'm out. See you guys.
Oh, you leaving?
Okay.
Wow, he actually left.
Oh, okay.
We're still going on the show, Daryl. What are you doing?
What the fuck?
He was like, this show's fucking unprofessional as shit. They're talking about some fucking Garfield deep lore, some fucking garbage. Then Jordan went on a fucking rant about Platinum. This isn't about fucking show isn't about comics anymore. I'm fucking out of here.
Yeah.
Jordan went on a rant about Platinum that everyone agrees with.
I had to get it out before anybody could be like, listen here, you dumb sumbitch.
I've never heard, like, most people are like, yeah, Platinum's pretty cool, but most of their games are also shit. They have like a couple good ones, and that's how it works.
Oh, Daryl's back.
Look.
Okay. Thought I was had to go find you, Daryl. I was like, we're still doing the show. What's wrong with you? He left again.
Yeah, I never saw him show back up.
He showed back on my mind. It was
Yeah,
weird.
for a second.
No.
At least on mine.
See, the thing is, he's probably doing it as a bit. Now he can't get back on. Oh man!
Oh, rip.
When you own yourself, to own the lips.
Let me just
There we go.
Are you there, Daryl?
pay some respect.
Hey, what's going on there, big guy?
You feel real proud of yourself for that?
I had an aneurysm and I needed to fucking sit down for a minute.
Well, it's like I said, I know you when you said I'm out of here, you were doing it as a bit, and then when you came back and you left, I said that'd be funny if he like did it as a bit, and then when he couldn't get back in.
No, you
Oh,
should like
no.
change the thing so you couldn't get back in.
I had something downloading, so apparently, yeah, that killed it.
Oh, kicked you out immediately. Yeah.
No, I just left. I straight up fucking left.
Why'd you leave, man? What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say maybe we should all leave.
We got 4 minutes.
Damn, dog.
No. Do we have any other topics?
I mean,
Oh, I did want to bring up something that I've seen floated around Twitter.
sure.
I don't have any screenshots or links,
Yeah, sure,
but now,
brag.
oh. Well, we've all seen your tits. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
we probably have.
No, it's the what was it? Oh yeah, so the new accusation or whatever, the new excuse is that like local comic shops are dying because women feel uncomfortable there.
Yeah,
Good.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Oh,
So apparently,
Jesus.
nerds are killing comic shops, according to she who shall not be named.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I know
No.
who you're talking about.
We're not giving this person
I
any
know.
sort
I
of
know. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And this person says, let me read it here. Somebody said, who doesn't feel safe buying a comic book? And this person says, lots of women, Tony. Lots of women don't feel safe or welcome in comic shops.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to dispel this right now. Okay, yeah, I know it's anecdotal, right? It's very anecdotal what I'm about to say. The other night when I was coming home from out of town, I went to go get a pizza, and right next to that pizza place is a comic book shop. The comic book shop was closed, but they were open. They were open, quote unquote, because they were playing Magic, doing some things. They're just having fun, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Half the people in there were fucking women.
Yep.
They were having sex in there. What?
No, they were not having. Cab. Okay, I'm going to explain something to you.
Nobody in that comic shop has ever had sex.
Exactly. See, what are you talking about?
That's
I don't
what I
know,
was
except
reading.
maybe the women.
Yeah,
This is all
but not with
confusing.
any of those guys in the comic shop.
Well, no, obviously.
I made
I'm
myself
gonna
sad.
go pick up dudes.
Oh, now I feel sad.
So, but back
No.
on the subject.
Anytime I've ever been to, and I've been to
Yeah.
multiple, not only are they very friendly and welcoming, but yeah, half the people there are usually chicks, or at least look like chicks. At least want to be chicks.
I get what
Right.
you're saying. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Same with ones that are more self-proclaimed game stores than comic stores.
Mhm.
I don't
But
understand.
still
the
kind of have
whole-
that atmosphere that comic book places have with the magic and like playing magic and shit like that. I was about to say clicks because I used to play that.
Boomer.
Right. That's not even that old.
Putting the image back up. There it is. It's back up.
But
What were you gonna say,
yeah,
Cam?
no. I have
No.
never in my entire life been to one that either didn't have tons of chicks in it already
Mhm.
or what didn't feel like, completely normal to be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Go ahead, Cam. Yeah, what you saying?
Nothing uncomfortable about it.
Right.
No, I don't understand the whole. I feel unsafe. What? It's a fucking shop. They're not waving their dicks at you.
Right.
I mean, the one shop I
this
used to
place-
go to.
I mean, in
It's
the
not
back
that
room
kind
with
of
the
shop, though,
weird
man.
porno. Yeah.
No, I mean, it was a comic book shop, but we had to go to a special back room if we wanted to see the dick waving.
Oh, well, yeah.
But the women were oddly into it.
That was where you also. That's also where you played Warhammer.
Hey, how did
Well,
you know what I
there
called my
was-
dick?
There was some hammering going on back there, but
All right.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
It
dude,
took
back
me
to-
this long to realize that the three dudes, that's fucking monster in their hand. Like the
Oh,
fucking-
you just now noticed they had monsters. in there.
Yeah.
God damn it, Piper.
Yeah, no, I just now noticed you had to put it up one more time, apparently, for me to notice that
Oh,
those are that fucking monster in their hands and not just like some generic, we're making cans because
I
it's
need- I
beer
need
kind
a-
of thing. Like,
I need a boomer in here for Jordan because now he's an honorary boomer.
but I'm
put
not
the
a
lady
boomer,
one,
though.
make another one of the lady ones and color it brown.
Oh God.
Ah, shit.
See, here's what you do. You just get like some boomer, put him in sackcloth, and then put my avatar's head on it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Now, Seth, the problem with that is that now there's a stigma on there being a stigma on guys feeling uncomfortable picking up tampons. It's
I
not.
ain't ever gonna go buy your tampons, bitch.
It's not a good, but it's not. It's still not a good fucking correlation if you want to convince the retards. I mean, the fake. I mean, yeah, the fucking retards.
Oh,
If you want to convince people that the comic shops are nice and welcoming to women, the last thing you want to do is compare a woman going to a comic shop to dudes picking up tampons in any way. That's what I'm trying to say here.
I have a good question though. Who the fuck is actually going to comic book shops anymore?
No one.
that's why they're closing.
That's why they're closing, dude.
So here's the question I have then. Why is it a fucking problem if you feel uncomfortable? Just buy that shit off Amazon like I fucking do. You
Well,
idiot.
no,
How do you feel uncomfortable at an empty shop?
The point that chick was trying to make is that the comic I don't know who this is trying to say that they's trying to say that the comic book shops are closing not because of poor sales and because Marvel's retarded, but because chicks don't feel comfortable shopping there, and that's why they're closing. To which the biggest question I have is, how the fuck did they thrive up to this point then?
Because men are the people who are buying most of the comics in the first fucking place.
But no, but my thing is, if women feel uncomfortable there, how is that suddenly making them close down now and not making them close down way from the get-go?
Shit, nigga. I don't know why you're asking me.
I'm asking this person.
No, she's asking you. She's asking you as somebody that is very uncomfortable around black people as well. So she's asking
Jesus
your.
Look, if I see a black person at a comic book shop, he's robbing the place. Let's just be honest.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, no. I will say it's probably more rare. I mean, and I know plenty of black people who go buy comics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I would say that's probably more rare than women.
Yeah, I'm thinking of when I used to go to get comics in shops. It was mostly white dudes, but you still saw at least 5 times as many women in those shops as you saw like black men.
Okay, well, let me ask you. Did you ever feel like you were uncomfortable in those shops?
Shit, no. And I used to go with my dad.
Yeah.
I will tell you this: one of the shops I go to a lot is right next to a head shop, and so I fucks that statistic up at this one shop.
Oh, yeah. I could imagine.
Welcome to Graded Point 1488.
Hey, as a wholly unrelated aside, I like that Nick Lucada calls Joe Quesada Joe Quesadilla.
I started.
I think everyone does, doesn't it?
Everybody calls him Joe Quesadilla, just like we called Steven Tortilla. I mean, Totio. Is it Tortilla?
Steven Totillo.
Totillo, the tortilla. Yeah, anyway.
Isn't that how you spell tortilla in the first place?
Yeah, I know.
Tortellini,
It
tortuga.
I did it once entirely by accident. It was like autocorrect, and then I just never stopped doing it. But yeah, have we exhausted our the limits of good taste enough?
No, I'm still like perplexed.
I still have more than a quarter of this bottle of wine.
I'm still perplexed by the whole, the whamins are, because they can't.
Yeah.
They're scared to go in. That's just so stupid. Like
Yeah,
that's
like
why
I said, the thing that blows that out of the water right there is all you have to do is go, seriously, then how are they successful up to this point?
Right, and it's the same shit like Felicia Day saying she crossed the street when she saw 2 guys wearing gamer shirts.
Well,
Yeah, like it's a load of bullshit meant to make idiots feel better about themselves.
Wait a second. Now the question is, did Felicia Day have some foresight and knew that the gamers were going to rise up?
Was she the herald of the incel revolt?
I'm more inclined to believe that Felicia Day has foreskin than she does foresight. Okay.
No, I really liked her and thought she was cute and stuff until she started chiming in on that shit with
She's famous for being
Will
famous.
Wheaton, and I was like, no, all
Oh.
my respect is gone.
She's just famous for
So-
being famous. That's it. So
It was really,
Whatever.
I had to, this is an aside, because we talk about other things in comics. Obviously, we talked about Garfield for fucking.
A couple minutes.
Like I said, that was Cab's fault, not mine.
Yeah, it's Cap's fault. Yeah,
I didn't do it.
You can go back in the chat and you can see where Cab's fault happened.
Where Cab's fault happened.
Where Cab happened in the
Cab.
chat.
Oh my god.
Cab's like,
Fuck
it sounds like
everything
my
up.
life. What is going on?
Yeah, what is? I'm getting shit on online too now.
Now, just because I gave y'all a fun fact doesn't mean that I turned the damn thing to Garfield in the first place.
No, it's okay. Like I said, I don't. I guess I'm still okay. Straight up, when I do, when I act like I'm annoyed,
That's all.
when I act like I'm annoyed, I'm doing it as a bit. I'm not really annoyed.
Yeah.
I know, but when I get all defensive, it's also a bit.
Okay.
Just
okay.
like with the fucking.
I thought it was just a bit of wine.
Team speak thing where I'm constantly like, what had happened was.
when I say gay stuff, it's just a bit, guys.
Cab, it is way too late to try to use that excuse.
Nope. And I
Too
already
late.
called. I was already.
Guys, it's a bit.
pretending started.
It's just
Guys, I was merely pretending to be gay. It's fine. Please believe me.
Oh God.
Oh,
okay.
Jesus.
Now, Cab, will you now say it is truly over for you?
Not until I get married to Caleb in Final Fantasy 14.
Dude, I don't think that's gonna get him a green card, dude.
Hey, you gotta try.
Well, I guess it's better than everything else we've tried at this point.
Right.
Which is worse, getting married to Caleb in Final Fantasy 14 or having a fat panda chick in Warcraft?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, both are pretty awesome.
Wait. Gotta do it right. Gotta do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Both.
Okay. Well, I think we've had enough fun for tonight. Hopefully tomorrow night I'll have some more topics to talk about because it's getting to be midweek and people start wilding out some more. And plus, like, new comics will come out, and you know there's always something going on when new comics come out. Somebody's like, "Did you see this?" Like, no, I don't buy comics anymore.
Like no one else did either.
Yeah. Well, ironically, I think the people who make those fucking videos, roasting comics are the only ones keeping the industry afloat.
No, they're the only ones buying them.
I want to hang out with that guy. What's his name? Gateway into Comics that has the flamethrower.
Yeah.
And he like
Oh, dude.
he burns the shit comics up with his flamethrower.
That sounds rad as hell.
Yeah, right.
Dude, I gotta say, if I had a fucking flamethrower, I would put some money down on some actual paper shit ass comics to do that.
Just to burn 'em up, yeah.
Probably flamethrower your kid. Don't be
Well, it's like
bullshitting.
Ethan said last night.
Jesus.
Ethan said last night on his stream.
Yeah, but that's not good for views because that actually gets CPS called on
that's
me.
true, yeah.
I found out. So
Yeah, but no, Ethan said last night on his stream, he's like, "Yo, he says I like seeing Kwanzaa's books getting caught on fire because it's funny." He said the only thing to be funnier if you hit it with a mortar round.
Oh, dude, get that FPS Russia guy. You know who he is?
yeah.
And have him just start shooting like automatic shotguns in the comic books.
But the thing is, when you start using guns, I think they'd really start freaking out.
Oh no, they would. This is violence. You're threatening.
Exactly.
No, we're shooting your comic book because it's funny, you dick. It's like
I mean, I can do
violence.
that. I mean, I have enough guns I could pull that off. I just
Oh, dude.
happen.
Line one up.
wait,
500
so a
meters.
flamethrower is fine, but
Yeah.
guns going
But come on.
holes in it are going too far.
Look, we know how these
I know.
NPCs think. That's exactly what this
I know,
guy
I
is
mean, it's so
shooting.
sad.
This is representative of me. Well, I know it's
This
not.
is-
This
This is
person
Trump's
is
America.
inciting violence against a person or group of people by calling them not retarded. Like,
I'm just at the point I was like, if I'm going to call for, you'll know it when I call for violence.
Oh, I just thought of an idea to get around that. Fuck. Paintball.
but yeah,
Just shoot it with fucking paintball gun.
Or you could still do the mortar round idea, but put in that comic that when like the whistling incoming artillery shell sound, like in the Bugs Bunny World War II cartoons.
Uh-huh.
Just put that in there, and then when it hits, it just make a weird boing sound.
So you had it.
Instead of
so
explosion.
do it, but
All right,
change the sound.
we have lost like 5 viewers in the last 3 seconds, so let's wrap it up, people.
We still have 8 though.
Yeah, we're still fine. What are you talking about? We still have.
No,
eight.
we got 9.
Yeah, we
Check
got
it.
9. Yeah. Eat shit, Daryl. We know
But
what
only,
I'm talking about.
but only
Oh.
7 likes. So think about that a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, if we,
We have 7 likes.
Yeah,
All
Only
reevaluate our
7
lives.
thumbs up, but you've had like up to 15 people.
I think people are just filtering in now to watch Cab get bullied. So
Oh yeah, I mean that's. Yeah.
Y'all
Yeah.
haven't seen nothing yet.
I promise. I promise I'll have actual topics tomorrow. Better topics tomorrow night. But it was this was just like carryover from last night, trying to get some. Wanted to talk about different things and sales figures, and apparently Cab being gay. And
Not that there's anything wrong with that. We're very progressive at graded gay.
whatever.
graded gay.
Gated 0.5.
Gated 0.5, yeah.
Eat ass 0.5.
Anyway, it was like I had fun again tonight. Had good laughs. Yeah, graded 0.5 now with topics. Yeah, good point. But yeah, be the same time tomorrow night. If everybody shows up on time, we can start at 8.
Hey, I was here.
You were here. Yeah, Daryl, he jumped right in. But yeah, 8 o'clock, usually on the weekdays. Like I said, until further notice, probably not going to be on the weekends unless I feel like it. I don't want to trip over other people's streams like Piper's. He's got the doodle stream and stuff like that. So
You say the doo-doo stream?
Yes. Douche. What? Is that what you said?
I said, did he say the doo-doo stream?
doodle.
Yes, I have a doo-doo. Wow, I changed it a lot, didn't I? I have a doo-doo stream.
Oh
on
God, Top
Sunday.
Patrol's coming after you.
The doodle stream. Okay, anyway.
I was supposed to have streams on Wednesdays, but different stream on Wednesdays, but I'll have to figure that out since graded 0.5 is weekdays.
Yeah.
I don't want to fight over audience.
But besides, we could share this audience, right? Yeah, see? Okay. Okay, quick
That's what I'm saying.
chills.
I don't want to fight over audience by doing something because you
Yeah.
do these streams around the same time that I'm free, period. So
All right, quick shills. Start with Piper since she has to shill another account right now.
wait,
Wait.
me?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh.
you.
You are Piper.
Yeah.
What
I'm,
happens when you let women into things?
I know.
I
That's what
am
happens when you let a
now.
woman
I am
drink
now
3/4
down
bottle of
to
fucking
a
wine.
quarter of the bottle is left, and that is it. So
Drunk
okay.
bitch.
Normally follow me in 3 hours, supposedly, but I haven't deleted the tweet and I refuse to. You might be able to follow me at Fizz Giggity. But my backup is at Poop Genitals. That's why it was just supposed to be a backup. Not to be confused with Poop Genitals with a Z. Which I noticed is a thing, and that person is an NPC as hell. Let me tell you.
Okay.
No, that's actually how I got inspired for mine. Is Poop Genitals with a Z. Poop Genitals with an S. The picture is a picture of my butt. It is.
Oh, Lord.
That one. That's my backup. So if you want to know how my gulag stay is doing, follow that.
Gulag stay.
My vacation in the gulag is doing, and my fight over the retarded tweet. Follow that one for now.
Yes. All right. Jordan, since you just got back, where can we find you at?
You can find me on Twitter, Mulatto Fury, but the O is a 0.
Yeah, because he's had like different variations and they keep getting banned. So that's
I keep on getting fucking banned because I'm too fucking. Well, no. I'm not spicy. Scrump is spicy.
Mhm.
I just set people on fire with flamethrowers.
my brother. You are a ghost pepper.
You know that's what Scrump said.
Yeah, you are a ghost pepper mixed with a jalapeno. No, yeah, with a jalapeno and a freaking Carolina Reaper. You just mix that shit all up and then shove it down somebody's throat. You know?
I shove it in their fucking eyes. Who are you kidding?
Oh yeah. It's like take this. Yeah.
What was it the other night? I think Scrump also compared me to Bear Mace.
That should be your next. Just drop the whole mulatto thing. Just become Bear Mace.
You know what? When this account goes down, that's gonna be my next account. It's just gonna be Bear Mace.
Bear Mace. Yeah.
Oh, not Poop Genitals too.
Nah.
Okay, Daryl. Since I know you haven't had trouble with your account, you go ahead.
Oh, I was banned or suspended once for calling somebody a retard.
Okay, that's fine. But just
So
show
You know.
yourself.
No, I'm just saying I've had trouble with my account.
Okay,
Don't make
okay,
me out
just
to
ship your
seem like
stuff.
something other motherfucker. I will stab you, motherfucker. I will tell you where you live, and I will kill you.
Oh, look at that. Super Nerdland
Anyway.
just now got around to following Poop Genital.
Anyway, you can find me on Twitter at Dr. Science Wiz 101, all one word. Actually, it's Dr. Science Wiz 101, all one word. The dir is for dir.
And follow him because he has great art. Check him out.
He really does.
I steal people's work.
Still like, this is mine now.
Yeah.
I made this.
Daryl, that's something Jim Lee drew like 10 years ago. No, it's mine. I drew this. It's mine.
10 years is long enough. Nobody remembers.
Eminent domain. All right, Cab. What are you? I know you've had account problems too. So tell people your current.
No, you can just find me making out with all your girlfriends.
Oh, got him.
Shit.
Girlfriend's mail.
Well,
Got
not
him.
gonna say no.
I double got him. But yeah, was it Punish Cab? At Punish Cab is the.
Yeah.
Yeah, my main account got locked and they won't send me the damn email. So punish cab.
And as usual, you can find me personally on at Optimus Deadpool. You're feel free to follow at Graded.5 as well. Please like, comment, and subscribe on this live stream. But we need it so we can get to the monetization, so I can be paid to say horrible stuff on YouTube.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure you could use Streamlabs to circumvent that.
Well, I know I could. I just have to have time to set it up. That's all.
Yeah.
But anyway.
You ain't got time for that shit.
But we'll see you guys tomorrow night, and we appreciate you for stopping by. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.